Hey there, Amy Ronan here. I'm the founder of LiceUniversity.com and the owner of Fight of Your Lice, a very busy head lice removal service in the Chicago area. Now today I want to talk to you a little bit about what to look for when you're hiring a lice removal service for your family. If you have made that decision that that's what you want to do, or you're still not sure whether or not you want to do that, then you really need to listen to this. Now, the first and the most important thing to look for is the training and the qualifications that the service has. There is unfortunately no requirement of what kind of training a company needs to have to call themselves professional lice removal service. So it's very important as a parent that you understand what you're getting with each service that you get. And that can be really hard to navigate. Everybody claims to have the answer. So the training, that's key. You need somebody who is qualified and who is certified. Preferably somebody who is certified in the Shepherd method of strand by strand net removal. And what that will mean is that person has spent a good deal of time with Katie Shepherd at Lice Solutions Resource Network, and they have spent a lot of time learning her very effective technique. They've learned all about lice and nit identification, evaluation. They are going to have the best research-based information for you. So that right there is the first thing, because sometimes there are services that will they'll just comb your children, which is fine. That's great. If you don't have the time to do that, that's great, but you need to be aware of what you're getting. And a service that has been certified in the Shepherd method, they are doing a treatment that is designed to get everything out the first time. They get everything out the first time, and then they monitor. That's the other thing you really need to make sure is whatever service that you use, they follow up. Some come and they never come back. You want somebody who's going to follow up, because they need to make sure that they've done their job right. And you've paid a lot of money for their services and their expertise, and so they need to follow up and make sure that if they did leave anything on the head, that they can get it off before it matures into an adult that's capable of laying eggs and keeping your infestation going. The other thing you want to consider is the service salon-based or is it in-home? There's pros and cons to both. Salon-based, you're going to see other parents there, and you're going to have other people to talk to and commiserate if that's what you like. Some people don't like that. Some people don't want other people to see and know that they're dealing with head lice. So that's something to consider. The other thing to consider about, I operate an in-home head lice removal service, and the good thing about that is the goal is I treat the children, I educate the parents, I teach them about what they do need to do, what they don't need to do, and then they go and take care of what needs to be done while I'm there, and then when I'm gone, they're done. And they know, the few things they need to do until I come back again. And they get a huge relief, huge peace of mind. So that's something to consider. When you do go the in-home route, you don't have to worry about dragging other children along and how are you going to entertain them, and then you have all this stuff to do when you get home. You can take care of it while that person is there. So that's a huge bonus. My clients love that. You also want to look into if there are any hidden charges. Sometimes with in-home, you got to find out, is there going to be a travel fee? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It usually depends on area where the service provider is coming from. I usually don't charge a travel fee. Sometimes I do. It depends on how far I have to go. So that's something that you need to ask, and it's something that they should be upfront with right away. The other thing that you need to be aware of is sometimes some services require you to buy products. So that's another hidden fee that's added to the per hour cost of having that person in your home treating your children. So you need to think about that. What are the products that they might require? You ask them that. Sometimes they might not tell you that right away, and you want to know that. The other thing you want to be aware of is they might take your credit card number, and if you are a no-show or you cancel the appointment, they're going to charge you for that. So find out ahead of time if that's something that is going to happen. There are a lot of products out there that are, in my opinion, very unnecessary, and so it's really important to look at what people are selling, because that's gonna give you a clue as to where they're coming from. And what I mean by that when I say that is you'll find, you can find laundry additives on the market, that you need to add to your washing machine so that you kill the lice. You can find sprays to use all over your home, use in a helmet, on your beds. Lice live on our heads. They do not live all over the environment, so it's really unnecessary to have all these sprays that you use all over your home. They're basically just going to make you feel like you're doing something. They're really not going to be that effective. Is the service offering to delouse your house? If they're making it seem like you need to get these lice out of your home or you're never going to get rid of your infestation, that to me would be a warning sign. That would be a red flag that maybe they're, being a little less than honest, or they're preying on vulnerabilities of parents. Or maybe simply they don't know the facts and they're not basing their recommendations and their best practices on research. Do they guarantee their services? Do they stand behind them? The way I do it in my company is we guarantee our services. You do need to have everybody in the house checked. So, because it doesn't make sense for me to go in and treat one family member, but I haven't checked everybody, and there might be, 2 other people, even just 1 other person in the home who has lice. And there's really no point in me treating somebody if we aren't going to treat everybody in the home. So that's the other thing that you want to find out. What is the guarantee that they offer? And sometimes that guarantee that they do offer is contingent upon you buying some products, using those products, and making sure that you do the aftercare to keep your kids lice free. So that can kind of tie into that hidden charges. Find out what hidden charges there are. You might need to buy some products in order to qualify for the guarantee. So that's something to think about. So that the company's not going to come back and say, well, no, you can't have the guarantee now because A, B, and C. And then you as a parent, you also need to understand the facts when it comes to head lice, and you do need to do your part about trying to keep your children away from where they might be getting lice, and combing them very regularly. Follow-up instructions are very, very important to follow. So, the company should do their part, and they should stand by the work they do and do a great job. And then parents also need to do their part, and there are a few things that they need to do. But any qualified company is going to talk to you about that. They're going to explain it to you. They're going to give you all the tools that you need to be able to keep your family lice free. So I hope this video has helped you sort through some of the information that you might need if you're looking for a lice removal service. And if you need any more information, just go to liceuniversity.com, where you can find everything you never wanted to know about head lice.